Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. All right, so here we are today, episode 44. Yes, last episode we had gotten the RTM alloy and in extension the coils for the blast furnace. So we are that much closer to Lumium and Signalum. Also HSSG, which we need for the automation of the microminers really and other recipes that use the advanced crafting tables. Anyway, let's get right to it then, shall we? So we are gonna need, and I'm gonna need to sneeze here in a second, but I'm gonna try to hold it or get okay, I sneezed. Anyway, Lumium. We are going to need a mixer. We're going to need luminescence, sterling silver, tin alloy, and energized clathrate, all in a mixer. So let's go ahead and get this main recipe hooked up here, and then the ardite mixer, and then we'll work backwards from there. All right, so mixer. Now, I know tin alloy, we already have the ingot, but now we need to get the dust. So tin alloy, macerate, sterling silver, I believe was another one. And that does appear to be a blast furnace recipe. Oh no, wait, the dust is a mixer recipe. Good. Okay, so that's going to be copper and silver. No big deal. But get that down there so I don't overwrite it. Dust. Oop. Things are all over the place. Okay, so we need a number one mixer. We'll go here. Okay, so what else do I need? Or not that. I know ardite is going to be one of them, isn't it? The case of the clathrate. Okay, so ardite, red alloy dust, and annealed copper dust. So let's start with the ardite. Ardite is the blaze and the red steel. Now, do we have the red steel? No, we don't. So let's get that. And that's going to be a 2 mixer. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any of those? Yes. Okay. Those are patterned. Good. And the ardite dust mixer, that is okay. It doesn't care what circuit or what configuration it is. So let's just put it. Yeah. Okay. So I think red alloy dust was the next one. Mace Raider. And what was the other one we needed? I needed the copper. Okay. So then the dust, because we already have the ingot, is going to be just a matter of the macerator. And there we go. Dust. All right. So now that that's done, clathrate should be the only thing that we need to do. So we're going to need 2 chemical reactors, although we could just put this in the LCR for speed's sake. So let's go ahead and get that. And then that one. Now we should already have the glowstone extraction done. And you can see I kind of moved some of the boards into our high-speed LCR. Okay, so Lumium. Can we at least make the dust? Yes. Okay, so let's get the ingot out of the way. So that's going to be the RTM alloy blast furnace that we have. That's a thing. We are going to need... Oh gosh, can I get up, please? We are going to need a number 2 blast furnace here. And I don't know. We might as well make another one, honestly. And it's for that purpose that I actually have some RTM alloy dust already made up. So why don't we get another 16 of the coils done, melted up, and that will get to work. Now that will only take 16 seconds. Oh wait, that's for the nichrome. Even still, this is running off of the IV. So it shouldn't take a great deal of time. Let's see, the RTM alloy on IV should be about 23 seconds, but that could be wrong because sometimes the overclock here is not accurate. Because see, if I did the perfect OC, as they call it, it goes down to 11 seconds. And what are you having a fit about? Are you really having energy problems already? Okay, let me see about getting this adjusted. This is what I mean. I want to get into the higher conduits so we don't have to bundle up on the conduits, if you will. Or effectively sending... well, what would that be? That would be 32... I mean, we're sending what is effectively 32,000... Oh, wait, there's 3 of them there. So 32,000 times 3... Oh, not that. I'm trying to do my... Oh my god. Alt tab. Okay, 32,768 times 3 divided by 4. So we're effectively sending 24,000 EU per tick, or GregTech units per tick in here, assuming I did the math right. But even then, that only uses 6928. So, I don't know. There's probably some wizardry going on with indirect conduits. And I'm assuming that there's also some bugginess with Ender.io when I've heard from the developers of this pack. Anyway, there's also another thing that I wanted to bring up, but I forgot to bring it up earlier. I made patterns to make nichrome EBF and cupronickel and canthal, nichrome, and cupronickel EBFs. Everything in here is like the default that a EBF needs. So that'll be a lot easier to request these things than having to get each individual piece. Okay, so this is going to take some time. So why don't I pause here and I will come back when the RTM alloy is done smelting, and we should be good to go and getting the next EBF set up. Now, the reason I'm doing a second one, I have tried to put another input bus in there, but it just does not like it. It has too many buses or hatches, if you will. So yeah, I will be back in a few. Hey everybody, we're back. All right, so I did get the RTM alloy coils made up, but something else came to my attention. Oh, right here. We need to get our power situation upgraded. So I think this would be about the time to move into gasoline. So gasoline is going to be methanol, refinery gas, naphtha, and acetone, and that gives us 20 buckets of it, which adds up, of course. And then with the gasoline, we're going to mix it with toluene and get, or the raw gasoline, it said gasoline? Anyway, semantics. The raw gasoline and the toluene, which I believe we're generating a lot of this, will give us the gasoline. And then from there, there'll be one other step where we have to do all of these fluids together and we get high octane gasoline. I believe that's 24, 5, 6. So that's a 4 bucket increase in terms of output there. And then this, well, technically it can go up one more tier, but we're not going to get there right now. And I gotta sneeze again. 1 second. Okay. So with the gas, with the hog, as it were, we are going to put that into a combustion generator. And I believe we are at that point where we can make the LCE, the large combustion engine. And It's going to make 2048 at base, assuming that the tooltip here is fixed. I remember there was some confusion in the last season. Now, if we do get oxygen in there, which we have plenty of, we should be able to get 6144 EU per tick, but it will take twice as much fuel. Oh, and I guess we also need lubricant too, so that's going to be a thing. Okay, so let's get to auto crafting. Now, I do remember we have 2 LCRs that we're not using, and I made them for some reason, and then I apparently forgot what I was using them for in a future episode. So I probably ended up making a normal chemical reactor recipe instead of the LCR. Okay, so all we need is titanium gear. That is nice. Titanium gear. Come to Papa. What? Oh. Crap. Okay. Pattern. I'm going to need that. And thankfully we already have like the pattern provider. Okay, waiting for that to craft. And then we will upgrade that interface. And there's going to be some other items that we're going to be needing to craft too. Oh, right. I forgot to gear. There we go. Yeah, okay. So that goes, oh, that goes there. That goes there. Break and replace. Okay. So for the combustion engine, we're going to need hatches, dynamo hatches for the power output. Oh, wait a minute. Can we even start this? I think we can use the EV dynamo hatch. I'm just going to go off of that because there was a time where I thought you had to have a specific higher tier before and it didn't. Okay. So the assembler. Oh crap, I just had it. Ugh. Intake casing. That's going to be an assembler, and we're probably going to have to craft up one of those items. Okay, it's 2 of them. So we're going to need the rotor and the casing. So the rotor... What machine was I making rotors with? Looks like solidification of titanium. Right, I believe so. Yeah. Well, let's... I think I'm storing titanium liquid, but I might not be. Let's just check. Also, can that be made in the MV? Yes, okay. So if I ask for that... All right, that's what I thought. It doesn't know what titanium is. Wrong terminal. Liquid titanium. And once again, I waste time looking for the fluid recipe in that way. Okay, so now we need the casing. And that's going to be an NS6 assembler. Okay, that should be it. Unless I'm forgetting. I think we need 8 of those. Yeah, frames. Okay. Now, do we have those? Yes. Okay, cool. Okay. Now. There we go. Okay, so next we're going to need a dynamo hatch. We should be able to make the EV one. Looks like I think everything we have. We might need to make the aluminum spring. Yeah, we should have that. Yeah. The spring. Okay, we don't have the aluminum, but we have the copper nickel, so that's a good sign. Oh no, I'm out of patterns. Oh, you know what? I realized I made the auto stock to make me more patterns, so that's convenient. Okay, and oh, I think because I didn't name it. Forgot to name that. Okay. Dynamo. Cool. Okay. That's working. So let's see. Combustion. I think the only other thing that we really need are the casings and the gearbox to... well, I mean, the gearbox is what we also need to autocraft, but everything else we already have in some form. Okay, that's not anything different. Now, I know I'm probably going to need, yep, another pattern upgrade. So let's get that going. Now, I might be able to, well, I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to, like, start sending one, well, okay, now that I think about it again, sending gasoline in there for the time being for more power as a, like a crutch or whatever, won't be that big a deal. I'll just be upgrading the fluids in another episode to the hog. And I believe I have everything anyway. Though I may need to make another LCR to handle the third step. So it's raw gasoline, and high octane. But then I'm also gonna need probably a single block chemical reactor to upgrade the to make the was like the ether butyl ether, something like that. Now was that okay, number 4. Let's get that. There we go. Gearbox 2. Okay, so how much of the casings did we need? 21. Okay, that's cooking up. I'm gonna grab some of these things here. We will need hatches. We have a muffler. We have a maintenance. Oh, because yeah, when I was off camera, I had requested one of those EBF pattern thingies to set up the second RTM blast furnace, but I put everything back in the system to take care of the power needs. Oh, and did not request that one yet. Okay, so while that's crafting, I just gotta remind myself the gasoline. So LCR to LCR. And technically we could make a third LCR. I think that'd be more ideal. Because at least in that front, we could upgrade it later power-wise. Okay. PTFE. Okay, we have... I think I'm going to need like 12 more. I'll just make 12 more of those. Chemical reactor. Okay, I'm going to get that going. Should have a copper nickel. Okay, don't have copper nickel, but that's no big deal anyway. Casing's almost done. How is the controller block doing? Okay, that'll take some time. Right. Oh, so where would the combustion engine be in this progression, I wonder? There might not be one. I think that's a little too far in the game. Let's see, progression. Don't think it'd be in here. All right, anyway. So once this LCE gets completed, I'll probably knock this wall down and, or hell, even put it right here. The combustion engine, I believe it's 4 wide or 4 long. Yeah, 4 long, 3 wide, 3 tall. But then it has the dynamo in the back. So to kind of use these coils, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that could work. Okie dokie. Let me do this. I'm going to go pause and then we'll come back when these components are done crafting. And same goes for the LCR, and we'll go get those set up. Okay, back in a few. All right, we're back, everybody. So as you can see here, I got the 3 chemical reactors. Oop, they are all set up. I believe not with the fluids yet, but they are all good to go to be added to the fluids. And yeah, I'll put that and that. I need to get a regulator and put that there. Or actually, put. Okay. No, wait, that's. Yeah, we need to rotate that. Oh, there we go. So that's the input now. And if I do the. Wait, that's the output. But we want that there. Okay, so I need to get 1 regulator. Now, that only allows so much fluid transfer. I think I kind of want to go for a higher regulator now. So that would be... Let's see, what was the EV one like? Yeah, let's go for HV for the time being. That's going to be HV uni. Get that set. Okay. What was that? Assembler. Okay. So regulator, I'll get 3 of those. In the meanwhile, come over here. And we got the LCE. Oops. The LCE. It's all set up minus the gasoline. I'm wondering if this is going to work. Something tells me it might not be updated in terms of the converters converting back into EU. So let's get that rotated, and that should be good in that direction. So if I take that... Okay, so there's no power yet, but once I get some gasoline, then I'll test it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll have to swap over to using the capacitors. Okay, so that's going to take a few minutes. What is that fluid there? Oh, aqua regia. Which is funny because, yeah, REG right there. Come on. It's the stainless steel that's the kicker, really. Once I get all this more power generation, then I can overclock better. I've been getting a little bit too loosey-goosey with it right now. Can't be having 2 EBFs running an IV. Or at least 2 of those and then some other stuff going on. I think I mathed it out or what have you, and my limit is essentially 16 of those gas turbines is essentially IV, 1 each. amp. Okay, so let's get over here. Okay. Now, first up, let's get rid of this regulator. Add that one in. And I guess I don't use a screwdriver. It's a habit of mine. Okay, so let's get a fluid filter in here. So for raw gasoline, we're going to need 16 naphtha. Oh yeah, keep exact. Okay. Gasoline. So that's going to be acetone, methanol, and refinery. Acetone. Methanol. Refinery. And that's 2 for refinery, 1 for everything else. Okay, this should be good to go. Naphtha. Methanol. And acetone. O-N-E. Okay, so that obviously is paused, whether it's because of the gasoline or not, we'll see. Okay, no. What am I missing right now? Oh, it needs a circuit of 24. Oh, yeah, so I am going to need input buses on the other LCRs. Okay, something's not kosher still. 16 to 1, 1. Wait, oh, hold on. I know it's wrong. There we go. Now that's running. So that's making the raw gasoline. And we will need to make a fluid cell for this. But I want to take a gas bucket real quick, or a bucket rather. I'm going to come back over to the... I need to get some way of going faster. Probably enchanting my boots or something like that. I'm going to grab a bucket of that. And come over to the gas room. Or the power room, rather. I don't want to call it the gas room. Put that in there. Now, can that be used in there? Or what's the situation? No. Okay. It's not a combustible fuel. So, would I need the gasoline then? Can't... Wait. Raw gasoline? Okay, no. So yeah, the gasoline is the one that we put in the generator. So let's go take care of that and then all the fluid that we're going to be needing to store. So I will grab a 1K cell. So given the episode timing, I may have to do another episode after this where we get the hog itself. But getting the LCE in of itself is an achievement for me for this episode. So that will be good. Okay, so there's that. Now, gasoline. We're going to need raw. We're going to need gas. We're going to need high octane. I think we're also going to want to have octane in here if we don't already have that. That's going to be a matter of... Well, we should be having that already. So get rid of that. Tert. Yeah, here we go. Ethyl, tert, butyl, ether. That's a matter of ethanol and butane. Wait, why didn't you go in there? Okay. So that should be all we need. That's the wrong room. I always get so turned around in here. Okay, so pop that in there. Crap, where is the room? Okay. So that should be depositing into our system, and that check has gone off, so that's good. Okay, let's come over here. Input hatch. Well, first we do this. So gasoline is toluene and the raw gasoline at a 10-to-1 ratio. Okay, that's simple enough. Raw gasoline. Keep exact. Toluene and 1 bucket. Keep exact. Import. Toluene. Gasoline. Oh yeah, and we might need the circuit. I don't think though. Gasoline. Okay, no circuit. So we'll take this, and do 64. Oh, and it's cooked up some already. And any second, that should go into the system. Why aren't you? Oh, there we go. So gasoline, good. There. All right, so that is finished up. So let's grab that bucket of raw gasoline. Get that gasoline. And every time I say the word gasoline, all I think about is that song, Gasolina. I don't know. That's like the one thing that's like stuck in my brain for some reason. Okay, so come over here and hopefully this works. Okay, something's not kosher here. Combustion generator. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. I think it's a lubricant. Forgot about that. Do I have it hatch? Not that. Where's the frick? Where's that? There it is. Okay. This should fix the gasoline generator or the combustion engine. But if it don't, I don't know. I'll figure it out after the episode. Okay, so that goes there. Fingers crossed. Hey, there we go. So now that's running. Are you filling up? You are. So I wonder then if the generator or the converter then is fixed. And nice, it seems to shut off when it can't send power. Or maybe it's because it needs 1,000 lubricant of at all times. This will be a good test to see if it is the case. No, okay, that's not the case. I think it just can't send power right now. Possibly. In any case, I will do some more testing on this. But for the time being, that is going to be it for this episode. I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.